Scuderia Ferrari Racing News is running again from Madonna di Campiglio with the 22nd edition of Room. This amazing event was the brainchild of Philip Morris International, aimed at kicking off the new race season. In a beautiful setting of the Dolomites, drivers, riders and team principal of Scuderia Ferrari and Ducati team met up with representatives of around 80 different media from all over the world.
I expect a good comeback from the team. I think we've been working in 2012 car quite good, with some good changes that we introduced and some different approach, a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more of determination in everybody in the team to get everything right. So we took care, I think, a little bit of every detail of the car to improve, and I'm confident that we can do well, but there is no doubt that the competitors are very strong and they are not watching TV in these days, so I think it will be a very tough competition, but hopefully we are able to fight at the front. It will be very different compared to everybody else. I think the rules are quite clear this year. There are not big things to be magic or big areas to be creative, so I think the cars at the end of the day will look a little bit more similar than the past, and we see inside the car, inside the body work, for sure there are some good ideas. Everything is more extreme in a way, and everything is more looking for the maximum performance, and I think it's no difference to other teams. I think no big difference, but all the helps are welcome. I think when you engage some people from outside and with some fresh ideas coming to Maranello, some good or different philosophies of working, you can combine everything, and everything will become easier if you put everything, all your experience together. So I think the new names arriving in Ferrari will be bringing this fresh air, this experience, and hopefully we can improve as a team.
Well, I think it will be a very important year for the team in general. We need a very important year, and on myself, definitely I need as well. I need a very good championship, competitive championship, and I'm sure we can have that. I'm very strong mentally, looking forward for the championship, looking forward for the new car, and I hope we can have many things different than what it were in the last 2 years. So just positive and on the good direction for the better championship compared to last year. Well, I think first of all we need to change the car. We need to have a perfect car work in every direction. Which was not the case last year, and even the year before. It was a bit better the year before, but it was not. We were not on the perfect direction as well. And by having this problem, you can see more on my side for my driver style. But I'm sure not having this problem, which is what we're working for the car now. Very different car in every direction. So I think this can be definitely a positive change for me, for my driver style, for everything, for the team in general, because even if you could see more on my side, the other side was not perfect as well. So and the direction is the same, so it's important to work and to fix all the problems we had, and then we're not going to see that anymore. Everybody starts from zero, and I think these many things change, from one year to the other one, and I am very positive, strong mentally, that everything can be different and can be back to what I was until 2008, when we were fighting for many victories and the championship, so I'm sure we can go back there.
Well, as always, when you start from a very disappointing season, the reaction that you have to put in place are related to the, I would say, to the organization and to the way that the team is working, because that's where the project should start from. And no doubt that the main reason for a very disappointing year last year was the project, that the car was not performant enough. So I think that we have adjusted the organization, tried to maximize and, the people that were already in, and try to bring new stuff in order to have fresh air, have a new way of working, integrating with the people in Maranello, because that's a fundamental thing that we need to do, and try to give the time to develop a car that I hope it will be competitive since the beginning. And this is what we've done. I think that we have improved in certain areas quite a lot. But as always, we are working in a very competitive environment. We have very strong competitors, and we will see what is the status of the art of these changes. I would say only in qualifying in Melbourne, not before. Maybe we have some, how can I say, smell of the situation during the test, but not the reality, because I remember very well in February what was the situation last year. So we need to be cautious, stay calm. If the things will not be perfect at the beginning, do not overreact. Try to keep the feet on the ground without being too emotional. And as you know, in our environment it's not so easy because the season is very long. And if the thing will be very good, to stay focused and keep developing the car, because we know that in 1 year the car will improve significantly, and this is what we have to do. Well, I tell you, that's the question that day and night I was posing to all my technical people, to say, listen, what is going on now with this new regulation? Are we confident that we have exploited or explored the regulation at the maximum level? And apparently this year the situation shouldn't be this one that we lived in the last couple of years. But I would say that, as I said before, we will see only in Australia if this is the case or not. And if also on our side we have exploited the regulation at the maximum. And this is the challenge of Formula 1, so I really hope that my people have done a good job.
Also on the slopes of Madonna di Campiglio, Ferrari president Luca Di Montezemolo was there to greet the drivers for the first time this year, as well as representative of long-term partner Philip Morris.
I think that as in every moment of the life, there are moment good and moment in which is necessary to change. I think that we want to play in a constructive way our rule to look ahead in Formula 1. I think Formula 1 is fantastic, is our life. This year we have celebrated 60 years, so I think we are allowed to push in a constructive way to look ahead. We have to look ahead in terms of technology, we have to look ahead in terms of young public, we have to look ahead in terms of transfer of technology to the road cars, because we don't do satellite of airplanes. We have to look ahead in terms of new drivers. I think it's important to give the possibility, as in the past, without exceed with the test, but to give the possibility to new drivers to test. If I have a good driver, I have to give him the possibility to show their capability. So I think that without polemics, without problems, but it's important that Ferrari can play a role looking ahead.
And now let's see how Felipe Massa and Fernando Alonso got on the snow at the wheel of the FF, the four-wheel drive of the prancing horse.
I'm afraid. My mind is going. I can feel it. My mind is going. I'm afraid. Good afternoon, gentlemen. I am a HAL 9000 computer. I became operational On the 12th of January, 1992, my instructor taught me to sing a song.
I think the FF is another demonstration of how you can use this car in any conditions, on the grass, on the gravel, on the snow, obviously in the asphalt, very, very comfortable. And it's another demonstration, as I said, of how you can use this car everyday life, and it's a wonderful car.
You have a lot of space and you can use every day. You can put everything you want inside the car, family, and I think that's very comfortable because you have a fantastic car in terms of performance, but also a lot of space. I think that's really great.
Operational on the 12th of January, 1992. My instructor taught me to sing a song.
Stefano, the protagonists of this room are also the journalists.
Or are the journalists. So let's have a look all together what they've done today here in Madonna di Campiglio.
One more time, I'm very, very, very happy to be here in Madonna di Campiglio with my friend of Vroom, my old friends of Scuderia Ferrari, and it's a great pleasure. Look at the sun, look at the snow. That's very, very fantastic. It's a rendezvous we don't miss.
It's a great event for him. It's fantastic. Everything is laid on for us, and the access that we need, the time we spend with the drivers and with the team principals, it gives us an opportunity to talk to them in a way that we just don't have time at the races. So this is a great opportunity for us to enjoy some fabulous hospitality and scenery and some skiing, but also to do some proper work as well.
Hi, this is Anno. I want to say that it's a wonderful stay as all years. Same procedure, wonderful food. We have enough to drink, maybe some too much, but the weather is fine. We have good work, good working conditions. So if we can continue with this during the whole season, I would say Ferrari could become a real world champion.
Working with the drivers is excellent because it's very relaxed. You never see them the whole year in such a mood. It's fantastic to talk to them. You can talk to them wherever you want. So, absolutely unique.
Down on the event was a nice race on a frozen lake, with those taking part in Rome tackling it first at the wheel of go-kart, then on 500s. So that's it for now. Goodbye until the next time.